For some people, multitasking is a way of life, but in reality, does multitasking lead to greater productivity? Well, this morning, Dr. Heather Cook is here to share some advice on avoiding multitasking and still get your daily to-do list done. And so you say multitasking, an outdated word. It just doesn't exist.
It's not real.
Okay,
it's
not based in reality.
It's not. You think you're doing multiple things at one time, hence the word, but actually you were just rapid task shifting. So instead of focusing on one thing, or in your mind focusing on multiple things, you're really just shifting your focus so quickly that you're not really focusing on anything in depth.
Do you find a lot of people are in that mode a lot of the days that they work or their school or whatever their situation?
Well, every day if we have the to-do list, right, we wake up and we're wanting to get things done and we want to feel productive. And the way we feel productive, we think, is by doing as much as possible at the same time.
Right.
And that doesn't really work, because all that happens, you get frazzled, you get frustrated, and even if you think it's these kind of mindless tasks, they still add up, and you're like, okay, are you really getting done in your day what needs to get done? And typically what really needs to get done that stays on that to-do list is something that requires a lot of thought, maybe a little space to think, and some time, and we're not giving ourselves that.
Do you think it's our culture that has made us, we got to do it and we got to do it now? I mean, I think that that's for a lot of us, that's the way of life.
Well, we are wired to be busy, and if we are not busy, then someone might think that we're lazy. Actually, we talked many times on this show about how important it is to take that break. And we won't take the break. We just keep piling on until our body takes that break for us at a highly inconvenient time. And so if we would just, there are some tips and strategies to avoid multitasking.
All right, share those with us.
Okay, so one is, start with the most challenging task or the biggest thing that you actually need to get done in the day. Because what happens, you have way more energy and momentum as you get your day going versus at the end of the day. And what do we leave for the end of the day? The big stuff that we're just going to leave on the to-do list for the next day.
It's almost like we're slogging uphill. And we got that big task at the top, but we don't have enough energy when we get there to get it done.
So, and no one wants to start with the big one because it's daunting. But if you just bite-size it out and you really start, working on the big stuff first, you actually build momentum. And gosh, wouldn't it feel good to mark that really big thing off your to-do list?
I'm of that mind. If I've got something really big and if I can get it done earlier in the day, I like to just get it and get it behind me.
Absolutely.
And so, but a lot of people aren't like that.
Well, it's hard because the easy stuff, you're like, okay, maybe I can just knock off a couple of easy things, and then you do that, and then you check email, and your day's over.
Yes. and it also lends itself to where you get home and you're going home for the afternoon or after your work shift is over with, and you really don't have a whole lot left in the tank. And so if you can space it out and make it a little easier during the day, you got something left for your family, you got stuff left for your hobbies and things of that nature.
Absolutely. Notifications are distractions throughout the day, whether it's an email notification or a text message, and sometimes just putting the phone away or not sitting at the computer, you can really knock out some of those things where you need that space to think.
And there's times when I'm trying to, and I'm not trying to worry, but I'm thinking about something going on in my life. It's best not to have that TV. It's best not to have that computer. It's best not to have that phone right there within easy reach.
Well, you can rapid task shift in your mind. If you have something that you're thinking about, but you're trying to talk to somebody, what conversation are you really having? Are you listening to yourself in your head, or are you listening to the person talking to you? And that happens a lot. You're like, can you repeat yourself? It's because you're rapid task shifting in your brain and not able to focus on either thing.
And I think sometimes, we just need to listen to ourselves sometimes.
Absolutely. That's also a hard task to do, isn't it?
All right. Dr. Heather Cook, thank you so much.
Well, good luck.
Oh, we all could use it. For more information, check out right there, that website right there on the bottom of the screen for great information. We'll be back.